Hello guys, welcome back to Programming with Rana Waqas. In my previous video of Kotlin series, we discussed about value and variable keyword before variable names. And in today's session, we will discuss about control structures in Kotlin. So what are the control structures? Control structures means we will use if-else statement. We need to control our program. We need to run specific statements under specific conditions, so that's why we will use control structures. I will discuss if else statement and when statement, which is used for the purpose of switch statement which we use in another language. So let's start with if else statement. So let me make a variable of score here, and its value is constant. So let's suppose its value is 85. So let me write here. So if I will print here print ln, and let me print here A grade, and let me print here B grade, and then let me print here keep practicing. Okay, so when I run this code, I will get the output A grade, B grade, and keep practicing. So guys, as you know, for the value of 85, the output should not be A grade, or should not be B grade, and should not be keep practicing. All these statements should not be printed here. There should be only one statement that should be print here. So let's suppose I want to print the B grade for these marks 85, and if student got 90 plus marks, suppose 91, so I want to print A grade, and if user got 60 marks, I want to display keep practicing. So let me put here if statement. So if this score is greater than 90 marks, so we will display this message. And else, if scores is greater than 75 marks, so let's print this statement B grade. And else, so let's print this keep practicing. Now let's debug this code. Score is 85, so this condition will be false. Score is greater than 90. This condition is false, so compiler will go to the else part, and in else we write if score is greater than 75, score is greater than 75, and the output will be B grade. Okay guys, so this is if else if statement. So let me comment this code, and let me explain you that you can write if statement as an expression in Kotlin. Let's suppose here you make a variable score, and in score the marks are 85, and you are making another variable result, and for result you write here if this score is greater than equal to 50, it means you are pass, else fail. Now how this line number 17 will work? This if statement is now working as an expression. If score is greater than this if will return a value, and that value will, what value it will return? It will return, if this is true, this condition is true, so it will return pass, and otherwise it will return fail, and this value will go into the result, and we can print here print ln you are pass or fail with dollar score marks. So let's run it. So here you can see you are pass with 85 marks. Let me write here 45, and run it again. Here you can see you are fail with 45 marks. Similarly, this this if else if, and this if is working as a expression. So let's introduce a new keyword, that is a when statement. So when statement works as a supercharged. You can say that when is a supercharged switch statement in Kotlin language. So suppose there is a variable day in which I stored Monday, and here I write when statement, and inside when I pass this day. And after that I write here cases that first value can be Monday, so I will put here Monday and use here arrow function. So here I will use arrow and print ln. I will show message that start fresh. And similarly, if that is a Friday, so print ln, and here I show that weekend vibes, this message. So otherwise, if that is not Monday and Friday, in else part I will show print ln, and here I will show keep going. And these are just one statement under this Monday. So you can put multiple statements by using this curly braces here. So if you have just one statement, you should not use curly braces here. But you can, if you want to calculate something more here, and you want to write here formulas and more statements, so you can use these curly braces after this arrow. So let's run it and see what is the output. So here you can see start fresh, and when I put Friday here and run it, so here you can see weekend vibe, and when I put here Tuesday, so this is, guys, this is very basic when statement. Now let me tell you about advanced when statement. For advanced when statement, you can use here ranges. Suppose there is a value score here, and for score the value is 85, and you want to make ranges here, and you are saying that if that score is in range of 90, this double dot means from 90 to 100, and you use here arrow, and you assigning a value of A grade. So let me write another in statement here in 75 to 89, and here you are assigning the value B, and in else part you are assigning value C. And where you are assigning this value, you are assigning this value to a variable. Suppose here is the result, and you will assign this value to this result variable. Now you can print this message, and you have got grade with score marks. So let's run it. So here you can see you have got B grade with 85. How this is working? You are passing the score to when statement, and this when statement is checking its range, and it's returning this like this. We use here if statement as an expression. So here this when statement is used as an expression. So here B or A or C grade will be returned, and that returned value will be stored in this result variable. So you can check the data type of any variable by using this when statement. How you will use? You can use here value obj, and you are using here data type any, and you are assigning this value 42. So automatically the data type of this obj will be assigned as int. So I am using here when, and I am passing this obj here, and I am checking that is string. If that obj is string, then you will assign here it's a string, and if that is a int, so you are assigning here it's a integer, and you are assigning this value to the val data type equals to, and here you can print ln, and here you will print that data type of obj is $data type. So let's run it. And so here you have to use else statement also. and here we are saying that don't know. So let's run it and see what is the output. So the output is data type of 42 is integer. So when I will assign here like and comment, so guys, like and comment this video if you are getting any knowledge from my videos, and do subscribe the channel so that you can get the notifications of future videos. So here you can see that like and comment and its data type is string. So you can use when statement for multiple variables also. Let's suppose you are saying that there are two variables, one is score, and suppose score is 90 and the other variable is attendance. So the attendance is 80%. So here I am using that when statement without any argument. So here I am saying that score is greater than 80 and by using double ampersand, and attendance is greater than 75. So that this is the condition. So after using arrow, I want to write here you are a scholar. It means in else part I am saying needs improvement, and I am assigning this value to the VL result. So here I am going to print the value of this result, and let's see what is the value. Okay guys, so I hope so you are now familiar with the if else statement and when statement, and we will use these statements in our future videos, and in next video I will teach you for loop and while loop and loops and its types in Kotlin. So let's meet inshallah in my next video. Don't forget to like my video. Take care.